lazy stuff, and it wants to load because the other one was not loading. And by the time I ended the other one, it said I had comments, and I saw nothing. So it should have on live chat. We're gonna go through my reverse. Yeah, let's try it, right? Okay, copyrighted. But oh, what's up? I'm bored as freak. We're going through my reverse. I'm gonna answer some of my snaps. What's up, what's up, what's up? We're gonna answer some of my snaps while we're on live. So let's see. We got a black screen. So we get a picture of live. Tuck. He's exact. No, I have not answered him for an hour. And then I haven't answered his text message in almost 2 hours. Oops. Hey, you know what? In a way, this somewhat describe my situation. We have 2 homes at these past 3 days. Okay. This is the one I wrote. Yesterday. No. Tuesday. No. Wednesday. Wednesday after I saw. We're just gonna go by initials. So L, his girlfriend, but his phone won't stop, and it's yeah. I like L. I'm falling in love with L. person is T. T obsessed with me. T's not too bad. But T is a little too much to handle. I have a date with T coming up next week. But L is the one I want. And L lives in my town. L goes to my college. L is one of the basketball players on my side. So now the poem my location, mistake. So this one says belongs to someone else. And it says, why is it that it's the one I can't have is all my heart wants? I have someone who is treating me like the best thing in his life, but my heart still wants him. He has a girlfriend. He is unhappy, but my heart isn't listening to mine. The second I feel like I'm gonna be okay, he shows up. He gives me the most warming smile. No matter where I am, he seems to be right there. Locking his eyes with mine, smiling like there is no care in the world. Could be on a court surrounded by hundreds of people, screaming and shouting, but his laugh is the only thing I hear. In a room full of people I love, yet I look for him. Why can't I feel this way about the person who feels like this for me? I have a good one, right in front of me, but I can't stop looking in the side mirrors to see the one I can't have. Can't he just act like a jerk instead of a genuine person? Can't he give me a reason to hate him? Can't he just stop being there? Can't he just stop making it seem like he's looking for me in the crowd, like Iron Man when he shows up? Why can't I love the one who loves me and not the one whose heart belongs to someone else? Why does my heart have to belong to someone else? For a second I thought I just saw him. I was about to crash out. Okay, so now the one I wrote today. Yeah. Okay, so the one I wrote today. Is about L. So it's titled Him. In a crowd of people, but his smile is the only one I'm looking for. The only eyes I want to get lost in, and the only arms I want to hold. For once, a frown is the last thing I want to see. Seeing a frown on him brings one to me. The only person I want to bring a smile to. The only one I want to hear make dumb jokes. The only one whose laugh is my absolute favorite sound. And the one thing I look forward to when I see him. He calms the storms and makes it look like an accident. The sound of his voice brings straight peace. Compliments my insecurities truthfully, without even knowing. Turn-offs of other guys doesn't seem to work when it comes to him. Thoughts running through my mind like normal, but he's the one constant. Rough day, all I need is to see him, even just for a second, and everything is perfectly fine again. And that's the end of that one. I'm really screwed, y'all. I'm really screwed. T is not a bad person. T is a good person. He's a sweet person, but he's. Okay, we're not gonna send this. Just sure. T wrote a poem about me the first day we met. Then he wrote one the third day. Then he's written 3 poems about me, and we've known each other a week. And if it's later in the day, his first instinct, if I don't answer within 5 minutes, is to think I'm asleep. And this is the response I get. We've we've known each other not even a full week yet. Like tonight at like 9 o'clock will be a full week of us knowing each other. Like literally the second day we knew each other, he was like, we hadn't talked for like 20 minutes. He's like, is it bad that I already missed you and we haven't even seen each other yet? Yes, it's freaking bad. And he's literally one of the sweetest people. Don't get me wrong. Like, this is me even trying to take selfies with my friend at the game last night. I'm literally looking at Elle. I was literally looking at Elle. And he looked so this man, I don't know this man, but it's so good. I don't even know how to explain my situation between L and T. Why was my first thought BLT? Bro, he's counting down the days. T just texted me. Only 7 more days. Also, I look like I have to go to the bathroom, but most of the buildings are closed. My brother gets out in an hour. But well, what's up? I literally just joined the I tried not to crash out. How's your day going? Oh, or they left. That works too. I don't blame you. I'm a little cuckoo right now. Let's actually see if oh he hasn't read my message. I don't get this dude. I really don't get this dude. And I don't get out. And Lucky T's not helping. One bit. But you know what? While we sit here, why am I cold now? We're gonna make poems. Y'all can give me y'all's thoughts on them if y'all would like. We're gonna start off with ones I've written January. So 2026 so far. So December. That's still December. Okay, so it starts here. So this one's called, I wrote this one on the 13th of January. It's called Myself Again. I'm finally starting to feel like myself again. I'm back to finally being okay by myself. I'm not trying to prove myself to anyone. I'm walking around with my head held high. Not trying to please everyone around me. I'm getting back to myself this time. Done being the chaser. I need effort shown before I show too much. Confidence is higher than it's ever been, because it ain't depending on someone else. Speaking my mind to people I never would have before. People I learned to keep silent, thinking it'd keep the peace. I'm no longer silent, but silenced by the things I thought once controlled me. Speaking out when better for myself. Finally starting to love myself in ways I never could have imagined. Taking a step back and working on me for once. Doing what makes me happy instead of only what makes others happy. Still have rough days, but they aren't the same anymore. There's growth in places I always dreamt of, but never could reach. Walking step by step, hand in hand with God, to my best ability. Starting to see myself how He always has. So what's that? Now this next one I wrote on the 20th of January. It's called Over and Over. I try and give people a chance, but every time it ends in the same sentence. I don't think this, and it's not your fault. Can't people just try instead of leaving the first chance they get? Everyone tends to have this little switch in their head. I wish I could have that switch. Going from I really like you to I don't really care. You'd think I'd learn by now to stop caring so soon, but my heart and brain tend to forget. It's one after another, yet I don't understand why I keep trying. So this next one is I wrote January 29th, and it's called Unable. I'm doing good, but then randomly catch myself making my skin to the point it's bleeding, not being able to stop myself. I'm smiling 1 second, but find myself trying to mask it the next. Being fine without them to still caring more than I should. Wanting to be their shoulder to cry on, or the one place for rest. It's the two that I just wrote, so it belongs to someone else. Relationships. Sometimes it feels like the healthier ones are harder than the toxic. Especially following so many unhealthy, it feels unreal, breakable, a new figure of my imagination. It makes you second guess every little thing. Makes it feel like being happy is unsafe because it can be torn away in a second. But it is the only time you feel safe with the company of someone else besides yourself. So that's when I was dating Brody. I'm just gonna go by his name. What the heck, if he's gonna see this, if he does, it sucks to me. That's when I was dating Brody. So it was this one. So this was on the 10th of June, 2025. It's titled You. With you, I feel myself again. I can feel safe beyond comparison. You make my strongest storms seem easy just by you being you. I don't feel the need to please everyone around me because you make me feel like I'm more than enough. You brought my smile back without even trying. You make me smile on the days I wish I never woke up. You help show light in my darkest days without seeming like it's a chore. You've shown me love that I've always dreamt of, but never had until you. You know, speaking of him, this is probably a bad idea. We're gonna text him. This is actually probably a terrible idea. This is a really bad idea, but we're doing it anyways. Since the 20th of July when we woke up. it's still sin. His dumb hasn't blocked me. That was a dumb idea. That was a dumb idea. Why did y'all let me do that? Why did y'all let me do that? Why did y'all let me do that? It's been almost a year since I've talked to him. That was dumb. Why'd you want me to do that? Okay. This one was from June 11th, 2025. It's called Stuck. I feel stuck, like I'm moving through life, but I'm not living it. Feels like it's someone else's life I'm watching through a small lens. Sometimes it feels like it isn't even my own life. Voices echoing for me to do more, but my body won't move, like I'm stuck in my head. I don't feel the joy of life like I'm supposed to. My joyful moments filled with the feeling of pain and nothing more. Try to live life to the fullest, but each time I take a step, it feels like I'm gonna stop. Makes me feel unlovable, unworthy of anyone's love or time. I've learned to mask it all, maybe a little too well. Everyone sees the joyful, happy person who is full of so much love, but they don't know how I feel about myself sometimes. Full of love, but none for myself. Gotta stay that picture perfect person, right? The best daughter, sister, girlfriend, cousin, and friend. My head makes it all seem pointless. Most of the time, like everyone would be so much happier without me. I just feel stuck in my own mind, not ever moving forward. Okay. This next one's about my ex-best friend, or Ethan, actually, y'all already know Ethan. Oh, somebody just joined. Hi, I'm going through my poems. I spilled a little bit of my situation earlier. No, I just got through my poems. So this one was about my ex-best friend Ethan, and I wrote this one on June 27th, 2025. It's called So I Thought I was finally over this. Thought after the closure I gave myself that I would be able to move past it all. I thought I wouldn't have to see you again. That's what I thought I needed. But one video of you and your family shows me I wasn't as over it as I thought. Oh, I thought there was more to that one, but there wasn't. Oh, also, I have butterfly drawings right there. I'm trying to make sure I'll flash over right there. And then, y'all know Jake. I think he promised me to get a tattoo right there. And then, forever and always, safety pins in my phone. And then, too long ago. Okay, so this next one is on August 16th, 2025. And this one's called Happiness All I Want. I get told I should be happy, and I have everything I could ever need to be happy. But my mind won't let me. It tells me that I shouldn't be, that it's wrong for me to be even the slightest bit happy. I try to ignore the negative thoughts, but each one I ignore comes back twice as hard. All I want is to feel happy, to live life and not just survive. I want to feel these happy moments, not just watch them happen, and think of how fast it will leave. This next one was while I was dating C. I don't know if I told you about him. Maybe I have. Or we're gluing my nail back on right now. I don't know. You carry no glue with you. I don't think I should draw my nails. I'm probably actually good. put this in my mouth so I don't lose it because it'll fly away. Actually, 14. Watch Elle throw up on her. I would actually cry if Elle showed up right now. Of course it's on my hand. You know, maybe I do have to show up. Maybe I can look back on my mirror. Actually, that would make life so much more fun. I got it. Trust me, I want it. But I don't need it. Maybe I'll show you right now. Isaiah, legit, I'm gonna say that at some point. Right here while I'm online, and he's literally gonna show up. Saying crap. My name is going back. These were not things. I didn't. Oh, I did tell y'all because y'all were online when I did them. My brain works. Okay. Next one. So this is what I was taking a seat. It's called Finally, and I wrote this August 18th. My smile no longer fake, my joy realest it's ever been. Maybe having his terrible day, but his eyes brighten within seconds. The sound of his voice calms me down as anxious storms. People ask how I'm treated, I finally don't have to fake it. Everyone sees it by the way my face lights up with the sound of your name. Finally, I feel home. I haven't felt this happy in as long as I can remember. Who knew so much joy could come in so little time and from one person? Finally, my spark is back. Finally, someone's eyes is my favorite place to be. Someone's voice is my favorite sound to hear. His arms are the only place I want to be. His smile is my favorite sight to see. I believe him when he says I'm free. I believe him when he says he loves me. Finally, I'm safe with someone who's not myself. Yeah, you see where that got me with that situation. This he goes on YouTube, so I kind of can't say who it is. But okay, this next one is 10/21/2025. It's called Days. The days are weird. 1 minute I'm fine, the next I'm struggling to keep going. 1 minute is great, finally showing my smile. Next minute is fake and I'm struggling to keep it on. I'm smiling, happy with the people around, but the next moment I'm losing my clean streak. My mother is texting me. Pause. Yes, let's start this one back. The days are weird. 1 minute I'm fine, the next I'm struggling to keep going. 1 minute is great, finally showing out my smile. Next minute it's fake and I'm struggling to keep it on. I'm smiling, happy with the people around, but the next moment I'm losing my clean streak. Some days the meds work better than others. I was laughing and smiling 1 second, and the next I almost trying to open up to friends around, but no one seems to understand what it's actually like in this mind where there is so little light but so much dark space. I tell people I'm not fine. They always tend to ask why, but most of the time there is no reason. I'm just not okay. That's the one. Let's try this. 10/21/2025. And it's titled Trying. I'm trying to move on, but you can't unlove someone you love so deeply. I'm trying to go the way of God, but the devil goes harder with every step. I'm trying to stay clean, but then the bad days come. I'm trying to hang with friends, but sometimes it feels dreadful. Is someone ever going to realize I'm trying? I'm trying to walk the path of God, but I tend to be swaying more and more. I'm trying to show love to those around me, but I tend to leave none for myself. I'm trying to tell others the thoughts in my head, but the second they hear it, they just get worried. I'm trying to take a step forward, but it feels like 1 step forward is 2 steps back. I'm trying to get the shaking to stop, but the only thing that stops it, I can't do. Next one, I wrote 11/3/2025. It's called My Testimony and Motion. Sorry, I thought I saw an L. Okay, my testimony and mission. Funny how a month ago, it was easy to get mad, to remember the people who hurt me, but now nothing seems to hold that power anymore. People I thought I'd never forgiven, people whose names carried hatred, now replaced with love. Trying to see people as God does, challenging, now easy. My smile is less fake, less hiding behind closed doors, less worshiping God only in private. My smiles feel real now. More vulnerability, opening up to those around me, sharing my story, showing His light in public places, switching my focus from things of the world to things of God, stepping out from behind the doors I once shut, living for Him, not for myself, smiling at strangers, complimenting peers, spreading His love, not envying others' glow, but learning the rhythm of my own, keeping the search for my Jesus glow. My story builds my testimony, new places with every step, trying to share God's light now more than ever. switching my focus and walking straight into the glow he gave me. I have to walk up to him so I can't misgave my brother. But the next one, I wrote on 11:6, and it's called Change in Pace. Patience has never been something I'm good at. I've tried before, many times, but it never works. I rush into things if it's not at the pace I want it to be at. I jump ahead too often, sometimes missing vulnerable steps. But I'm trying this time to be patient, to let things work out in God's timing. This time, I'm doing it with God, having Him take the pedal, not just the wheel, letting Him set the pace, giving Him full control over my life, the timing, the people, every little part. I'm letting Him control, striving to listen to His plan for me, to see it work out in His will, seeing the blessings unfold, knowing He's the only reason for them, letting Him take people out of my life who aren't bringing me closer to Him, letting Him bring new people in who are helping me, my relationship with Him grow. The pace is His to set. I am just moving through the plan He has for me, but letting Him lay it out for me, to choose to let Him take the lead. Patience is my new change in pace. He is my patience. He sets my pace. Okay. This next one was while I was talking / dating, everything. Let me make sure there's no comments. This next one while I was talking or dating Z, that's my name, my initial. Actually, look, screw it. When I was talking or dating Zach, so this was December 8th, 2025. And it's called It's Different. This time, it feels different. Like I can finally be myself. The goofy, the sassy, the sweet, the flirty, the childish, and everything in between. Your touch is one of love, comfort, care, protectiveness, and peace, showing me there isn't a reason I should ever be afraid. You're a person I can see the love you have just through your eyes. Your eyes are something I can get lost in for hours without even noticing. Your smile is one of my favorite places to be. Your smile will bring my frown right side up without even trying. You make me feel safer with you than I have ever been with myself. You understand my brain is in ways no one else has. One built on strong friendship, knowing each other better than others. Our energy matches beyond comparison. When one can't meet the other halfway, the other meets where they can. When I'm down, you lift me up. When I need a listening ear, you're there. When you need one, I'm there. We both love to yap almost as much as we like to listen. The random FaceTime calls bring a smile to my face like no other. Even when we just sit on the phone while we do other tasks. You're the person I want around when I want to be alone. That recharges my social battery. Who helps me understand it's okay to not be okay all the time. Nonchalant is never a part of your vocabulary. You feel something, you show it, and make sure I know. You respect me beyond what I've ever had before. You see me for me and not the mask I hide. So I catch it up simple because then it goes to the January. was gonna show up. Yes, did he show up? Is that a good thing? I mean, I still want to. I mean, I say that as if I didn't see him until last night. But it's probably a good thing I didn't. I'd be a little more durable by a half. There's a good little protection last night this morning. There's something's going on. And I'm carrying and I asked. Pair of shoes again. Knock off bugs in my wood. Just got my shoe. My Hayden's back from my friend. Because they've been in her dorm room since our Thursday. I'm gonna eat my food. I'm waiting to go get my mother. I have protein. I'm gonna drink it. Here's all the cookies. I guess to be fat ass and to be healthier. More stuff goes first. The fat ass. But it's okay.